Now to a new development in the multi-million-dollar fraud scheme we've been following. Officials say a former public accountant, 62-year-old Christine Gendron of Enfield, helped her sister Jeanette Norman and brother-in-law Louis Masashi lie to lenders using fake rent rolls and forged leases on buildings in Springfield, East Longmeadow, and in Enfield. Between 2016 and 2018, the three sought more than $60 million in loans and caused about $18.2 million in losses. Gendron was sentenced to 6 months in federal prison and 6 months of house arrest with GPS monitoring, plus 3 years of supervised release. She must also pay close to $400,000 in restitution. That's her share of the loss. Her brother-in-law, Masashi, will spend 4 years in prison, and her sister, Norman, has sentencing set for next month.